You alright, man? Oh, that's a pretty funny start to the stream, man. Oh, jeez. What's up, dude? Oh, lordy. I get you, man. Try and speed my clears up. What's up, Eric? What's up, Ram? Eric, how's it going out there, man? The power company giving you any ETAs yet? Oh, so you got power back. That's cool. Yeah, well, I saw an article today. They're talking like millions still without power, so I figured you was probably one of them. Hey, Cam. What's up, buddy? So, yeah, you're already ahead of the game if you got your power back. I think you're like one of the lucky few.
I am overburdened.
Stop. Well, I think most of the larger ones are propane. Like, I don't know what kind of setup you got, but like the pad mounted ones that usually like you get, it's got like the it's already tied into your system where you just have to throw the transfer switch to get it hooked up or tied in. Those are usually propane. They're usually a lot bigger. Hey, Shiz, what's up, buddy? But it's one of them things, right? You just don't know till you know how it's gonna go. Because I mean, you could go years not using like your generator system, so you don't think about maintenance and making sure everything's running properly. And then a lot of people get to that point and they just their system won't power up or whatever. Ah, hey, Liam. So is yours like a portable one? What's up, Jeremy? What's going on, man? Or is it or is it like a static system that's just already sitting on a pad and ready to throw? Roberto, what's up, buddy? I never think about Liam when they're especially the helmets. I don't think about looking at ethereal helmets. I guess I should double check it. Yeah, a little full. Yeah, because like those pad mounted ones are usually like 7,500, 75, 10, even 10K. So they're pretty stout systems usually. It's like my father-in-law has one, and it's hooked up to like a pretty big propane tank. But they live pretty close to the coast in North Carolina. Tends to get some storms, so and they're out in the sticks, so their power goes out. They won't get hooked up for weeks. So their system's pretty big. I think if they crank theirs on, they can run the whole house on it.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Oh man, I guess it depends, right? I mean, how long have you been in your place? Not really. We're working on our next, I guess our next, not article. What am I thinking of? Like, we're going to put out try and put out content like every couple of weeks, like updates and stuff. So I'm working on the loot system now and like a graphic for it that we'll put out. We're still running the test ad run on TikTok, and I mean, we haven't had a ton, but we've had several hundred email signups. So I mean, it's not a bad first test run considering, you know, it's kind of a pretty organic start. I'm taking it as pretty positive. We're still rocking about a 40% conversion rate on click-throughs to email sign-up, which is kind of wild. Still rocking about 40. So been pretty happy with that response. And we're probably going to test out, I don't know yet, we might do like a test run on like TikTok, or not TikTok, but Twitch or Facebook or something, and just see how that shakes out. Sure, no problem, Roberto. That's kind of smart. Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy? What? How many times have you lost power like that, though? Wait, somebody said they had stuffed ID. Oh. I'll hit it in a second. We don't have a good terror zone, so I can jump in.
Thanks.
Of course, it's one of them things, right? It's, you know, It's like an insurance policy. You don't know you need it till till that time. Yeah, pretty much, Eric. I mean, I was really on top of it when I lived in Wilmington, but we were right on the coast, man, and here, we'll get like a little bit of like if hurricane hits the coast here, we'll get a little bit of blow, but not mostly rain. It's not that big a deal, but living on the coast, it becomes exponentially worse. We even in North Carolina, we haven't really seen a whole lot of that hurricane action. A little bit. We've had some glancing blows, but not really anything that serious. Oh, they killed my dam. Glad we had a couple of insights now. Guess we'll go back and grab that one. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you just never know though, man.
Hail to you, champion.
Just never know how it's gonna rock. What do you mean Ubers are different? That's not possible. Yeah, they're pretty damn squishy. I'll jump into a drop game after this, and we'll see if anybody's got any stuff to ID. I actually have a Sunder. I actually played a little offline yesterday. I don't think I ID'd it. I might have. I'll have to look. I guess, yeah, potentially because they inherit like the DR and stuff, but I guess we'll look at it. Got one of the stats. Yeah, for sure, Eric. Torch, are you talking single player or just online play? Well, you're saying, see, that's not how it works though, because the servers, like the regional servers, like EU and like Americas, Asia, they don't have a different code base. They all run off the same code base. Just the databases are in the different place. That's literally how the regional servers, kind of in a nutshell. It's not like there's a code base in place for the EU and a code base in place for NA. It's the same code base. It's like it's tiered. It's a pyramid system where there's like an overarching, like master database and the code, and that filters down into the regions and then to the players. There's not like separate. There's no separation. They all tie to the same point. I mean, win one if anybody needs anything ID'd. I do have it. I have one. I don't know why I have those. Anybody need a Shaco? Alright, I got one of my own. Yeah, garbage. And we do have an added, what do you call it? We have an added Sunder, so there's another Sunder in place. Who's this? Oh, that's Joe. Alright.
Impossible.
Oops. Where's there it is? 2014. Oh, I'm gonna say that.
Good day.
Let's get Decker to ID it. 1715.
Hello.
It's a good question. I don't necessarily think so. We could probably do some. What's today? Today's Wednesday. We could probably shoot for some this weekend. I'm not gonna. I don't have any plans for Sunday or this weekend, so we could do some on Sunday.
Yes.
All right, here's Can. $75 light. 79 fire. Oh, you know what? Let me switch characters. I keep a book on the other one. Oh, you want to try and do the Poison Dagger solo? I mean, we can do it. We can try it. I can set you up and you could just go in and try it if you want to do that. I'll have one. 1411. Can has the worst Sunder, or worst Annihilus. $16, $13, 17, 19, 10. That's not bad. 18, 16. Alright, I think Plague. Who's Plague? That's like Shiz, isn't it? Oh, wait, that might be something. Ah, I think it's 73. We'll double check. Alright, let's double check. I think it's 73, though. 73 and 74. 72. Sorry, man. I knew that was close. I just wasn't. I didn't know exactly. Worth a shot. Torch, what we doing, buddy? You want to do some sort of bounty or something? We could do a bounty. We could do a bird's worth doing a bounty for sure. Yeah, let's do a bounty for it. That'd be fun. Does anybody need a Shaco? It's not worth spinning a wheel for or whatever, but I'm not just gonna throw it in the ground. Somebody needs a Shaco, just let me know and I'll give it to you. I don't know why I'm holding that though. Or an Andariels. We'll do a bounty on the Burroon. What time is it? 3:20. Alright, what should we do today? Bounty wise. Shut up, Can. Alright, let me think about it. Jerry, what's up, brother? I feel like a rare bounty. Let's do... It might be kind of tough. We'll let it run for a little bit. Let's do rare... Nah, I didn't want it. Let's do rare rings. UnID'd. How about... let's do something weird. Let's do like highest AR roll on a rare ring. Yeah, let's do that. Highest AR roll, UnID'd rare ring, for... The jewelry's a little more uncommon, so let's rock that one till 4:30. So we'll let it a little over an hour. I'll check in every 15 minutes and I'll ID any rings anybody got, and that'll be for a Burroon. So let me set that. Bounty. UnID'd rare ring. Highest AR roll equal Burroon. Alright, you guys see it. Rare rings. Alright, I'm going to participate. Since I'm just grinding for stuff anyways. Just for the hell of it. This is going to run for a little bit. I should run like Andariels. Yeah, Trab is a good one as well. Trab's good for jewelry. I just need spare insights. Vex for Shaco? Seriously? And I figured Shakos were like a commodity at this point. It's like everybody has them. I say that, and I haven't had one drop this season, so. Why are you down there? Stupid skeleton messed my pull up. No, I get that. There's just not that many starters going right now. We're at the halfway point of the season. I hadn't even been on JSP to see what's going on there. We're gonna have to find something else to play for the last little bit of it. Just have no clue what. I'm just gonna pick like random free-to-play games on Steam and play them, just for the hell of it. Do you get games from Amazon Prime? I don't even know, Torch. I have no clue, dude. I wouldn't be surprised that you do, but I've never even looked, to be perfectly honest. I mean, what kind of games would they be? thinking about canceling my Prime anyways. I don't feel like I'm getting the bang for the buck from Prime anymore. Prime used to be amazing, but they've slowly, like, rolled back, like, the benefits of it and increased the price. And I just don't feel like I don't feel like I'm getting that much for it. Especially with the way, like, the biggest deal back in the day for Amazon Prime was, like, getting like that 2-day delivery. And
I can't carry anymore.
like the way they got the distribution centers like everywhere now, it's just like the delivery time's usually not that much of an issue anymore. First Descendant, I have looked at some of the gameplay on that. Immediately what turns me off is third person. I can't stand third person shooters. And I realize a lot of people like them. I'm not one of them. I don't like third person shooters. Oh, I don't have my Nihilist, damn it. Let's go back and get that. And here's what I saw from the gameplay just what I've run across. The number spam, like when you're fighting, like if you're fighting a boss or something, the number spam, the damage number spam is just too much. And I get the reason behind it, but there's got to be a better way to show it or something. There's so many numbers popping up on the screen when you're fighting, and it's just like sometimes it's hard to even see your target area. I haven't looked at like much else beyond that because I know it's a looter shooter. So I mean, it might have some good loot aspects or something. I just haven't gotten past like my initial gut reaction when I see when I just see the UI, the visuals on the screen. It kind of turns me off a little bit. I heard it's pretty popular right now, but the gaming cycles are kind of weird now. And I don't know how to wrap my mind around it, because I don't see any like games that have been released in like the last 2 years that like maintain a really steady player base. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know how to digest it. It's like most games get like a 3-month lifespan, and that's like at the outside, and then people are back to playing like the older games again. I know, the perfect example right here. But like, because if you look at like what was the big one just a couple months ago, 3-4 months ago now, it's another shooter game. I always forget the name of it. Like my son plays it all the time. What the hell's it called? Why am I pulling such a blank on this? Helldivers. Yeah, Jesus. Helldivers. It's lost like 90% of its player base. And I thought I understood it. They like dropping like more content for it, right? Warframe and Destiny 2. I never played either one of those. Like Destiny 2 was another looter shooter. That one's hung on decently, I think. I don't know. It's just kind of weird because if you look, people go, like Minecraft never dies, freaking GTA 5 never dies. Like Valorant is still just like always being played. There's certain games that like CS:GO there's a certain set of games that people always fall back to after they played like a new one for a little bit. They just fall right back to those games again. It's kind of weird. Dota, League of Legends. It's wild, right? It's like these games. Okay. Oh, I was like, why is he just standing there? I've rezzed him. So I don't know. I don't know how to take it, which makes me a little concerned for what we're putting together, but we'll see. Yeah, but I heard that that First Descendant's doing pretty good right now. Let's take a look here. Like if you look at the top games on Twitch being streamed right now, Dota 2 is number 1. Grand Theft Auto is number 2, and Once Human, that's a new game, so it's doing pretty good. But I guarantee you, in a month's time, it's not even top 20. League of Legends is 4th, Valorant's 5th, Fortnite's 6th, Minecraft's 7th. I mean, it's like the same ones over and over and over. Counter-Strike. Elden Ring. Okay, Elden Ring has a good... That's a newer game. Like when I say newer, in the last 2 years, that has held its audience decently. Elden Ring has done pretty good with that. But they had a big DLC recently. Did you just get a Vex rune, Joe? Yeah, I used to get high runes and stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. It's like the same half dozen, 10 games that people just always roll back to. Yeah, Eric, I don't know. There is a lot of that because apparently the boss fights are decently hard in Elden Ring. So yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of that just waiting for the person to like lose their mind because they can't beat a boss type of thing. So I don't know. I don't know how much that is. Did Last Epoch just do something recently? I did see that, Jeb, where there's a decent amount of... Like, Last Epoch's actually doing pretty good on Twitch right now, so I figured maybe a new season start or something? Again, I did enjoy playing that. New season, interesting. Might be worth checking out. Another thing I thought about doing, I don't know if the wife would be up for it. So we started playing a little 7 days where we put the difficulty on. We set the difficulty to hell on earth, which is like it's ridiculously hard. And I think she's already getting a little frustrated with it, so I don't know if that would be a good stream. Yeah, and that does, yeah, that does. Just looking at Twitch as far as popular games is not the same thing as well. Like, yeah, because there is some games, you know, are kind of whatever, but they're fun to watch. So you'll definitely draw a bigger audience via that on Twitch. But I mean, I think it's still like overall though those games that are get the most views, they're still probably really good games. But there are some that are more fun to watch than others. So I thought about maybe streaming that a little bit just to see, because like 7 days to me is it's a decently fun game to watch because it gets pretty wild. But like turning the difficulty up so high can make for some interesting stuff.
I am overburdened.
And I liked the fact that like the 7 days team like dove into like the streaming side of things by adding the Twitch interface, which I thought was pretty funny. Like in 7 days on Twitch, if you turn the Twitch integration on,
I can't carry anymore.
the audience can spawn drops in the game, and in good or bad ways. They could spawn loot to help the player, or they could spawn zombies to troll the player. So it's a kind of a cool little interaction that they built into the game, which I always thought was kind of neat. I don't think that one, yeah. Ooh, amulet. We almost had something. Needed that to be a ring. What time is it? All right. Well, has anybody had a rare ring drop that we need to ID? It's going to be rolling for another 45 minutes, but I'll ID if anybody's got one to drop so far. Shiz. Joe's got one. We'll hold off a little bit. We'll wait till there's a few people that got rings. We'll wait till I get one.
Thanks.
I think it's 120. I think 120 is the high roll. If there's somehow a let's do a tiebreaker, and if somehow there's a tie, we'll do lowest level as the tiebreaker. I had a 120 the other day. In fact, I think I kept it. I had a 120 roll on one the other day. It was a decent ring. It had like leech and stuff on it, so it was kind of cool.
I can't carry anymore.
Bunch of ethereal stuff today. Love seeing them multiple stats on a charm. They just want good rolls.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
About to hit level. I hit 92.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, Diablo. We need something.
Not even death can save you from me.
Is it even worth checking the phase blades? Because you can't. I guess you can get a high roll. You just can't get F on these. It's kind of stupid. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure I kept. Yeah, see, I got 120 on this one. I'm pretty sure that's max. What's up, German? This is actually pretty decent ring. It's the FCR with the 120 AR. With leech, a little dex. I mean, not a horrible ring. Yeah, no, it's really nice. That's why I hung on to it. I figured, you know, somebody might be able to use it. What'd you find last night? So 120 is definitely, I'm almost 100%. It's 120's max on the rares. So let's be 1, 2, 3, 4.5 point. I think that's a 4.5 point ring, which is decent. Well, yeah, that's actually pretty sick. German, Jesus, man. +3 with Magic Find. That's a high Magic Find roll. I think 50 is magic on blue amulet, pretty sure. But 30, oh, God almighty, man. You're about to kill my damn golem. Go get Mark. Poison Bone? No, I don't need any Poison Bone. Yeah, it's right. Rings are tough, man. That's why I added a time on it. Because rings are tough.
What do you
Here's what I'll
need?
do. Like I'm gonna specifically target. I'm gonna go after. We won't do Nightmare. I'll do Hell Andy and see if the rings turn up. Oh, plain. No. P&B doesn't do anything for me. Joe, what are you running, Joe? You running like Andy or something? No, you're probably running Trav. You're running Trav, aren't you? German gambling is got. I've seen some really awesome stuff come from gambling. Like amulet wise, I've gotten a. What was my best amulet? No, it wasn't a rare though. I got like a High Lords gambling, but like I've gambled like 2 griffins from helmets, or from rolling circlets. I've gotten 2 griffins. Yeah, Joe, I know. I know what you're probably doing. Yeah, there's the higher chance areas. Arcane's actually not bad because the ghosts have a higher chance on jewelry. Okay. No. No shot. He's running Andy or Trav, is my guess. We'll find out after. See you, German. Have a good one, buddy.
I am overburdened.
Oops. Do that. You know, I've never even paid attention to what other games JSP has on it. I know there's others, right? Oh, my Merc's missing. I don't even see him die. It's like, why is nothing dying?
I am overburdened.
He's gonna die again. Yep.
Thanks.
I don't have any bodies there. Nice strength roll. If they had run walk on it, even that'd be a pretty good one. Mana Steel, high strength. That's actually a pretty nice circle. Some guy we haven't decided. We haven't decided, because here's the thing. Like, as loot drops,
Death can save
there will be a... Oh, we just got terror zone. Okay, never mind. We're not going to... Andy, we're staying here. There's going to be a lot of duplicate loot that you start getting. So I haven't decided how to work that yet. LLD, it's 2 socket, but I don't know what a barb would use LLD. I don't think it's combat skills. Yeah, Jeb, that's kind of how I'm trying to work it out in my head how it would work. I feel like the loot tables need to be expansive enough for trading. Like, yeah, we'll extend it all the way to 5 for Terror Zone. So, like, if you have a kind of a small loot table, trading is just not going to be... It'll dilute the loot that's available like really quickly to where like everybody has everything. But if you have a pretty expansive loot system, you can get away with trading a lot better. So I haven't fleshed that part all the way through. I feel like it could potentially work. Actually, I don't know how we're going to address that, because there are systems out there that you can integrate into a game. You don't have to necessarily build your own system, but I mean, it's one of them things. We'll cross that bridge, because I mean, obviously, we're going to have to address it. I will say this: we're probably not going to let things go lightly, so to speak. There's like, I feel like in a lot of the systems, the punishment's pretty light, and people just come right back. So I kind of want to avoid that. So, I mean, we'll probably get to the point where we'll probably like machine banning at some point will probably be in play. Right, Jim. Because the thing with free-to-play games is the ability to remake accounts pretty easily. So we'll probably have to put some sort of verification system in when you initially make your account or something. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm not, naive enough to say that, like, it won't happen. It'll definitely happen. It's just how you handle it. It's kind of what's telling for the player base. If you, like, really, like, drop the hammer on anybody hacking, I think that, like, instills some loyalty to the player base. So you gotta hit the cheating and stuff pretty hard. How many weapons are you talking about for my game, Dennis?
I am overburdened.
What I have fleshed out right now is 2 weapons slots, like main, secondary, potentially melee as a third option or third slot. Then we're looking at helmet, gloves, boots, tactical gear right out of the gate. 4 gear slots. I don't know if I could like 4 might be enough. I don't know yet. But that's like our starting point as far as, like, yeah, gear slots. I wonder though, I've never seen it in a shooter. Do you think at least rings would be a viable, like, gear slot for a shooter game? I don't know how I could integrate that into some sort of stat for a shooter that would make sense. It'd be cool to explore, like, some different, like, out of the box loot slots. I just don't know how off the top of my head. Ouch, some guy. Yeah, that's rough. It'd be cool to come up with some different slots that you wouldn't think of. Oh, yeah, like, yeah, some sort of, like, insignia or something. Dog tags? Well, see, here, it's got to turn into, like, some sort of stat adjustment, right? Like, whatever you equip would have to have some sort of adjustment to a stat. Watches, that's actually interesting. A watch. Like, yeah, a wristwatch slot. That would be kind of cool. I bet that. Okay, that's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. Because you could build in some sort of electronics, like it's not necessarily a stat adjustment, but it gives you some sort of tactical advantage. Okay, we're getting somewhere with that. I kind of like that one a lot. I'm gonna have to explore that. Yeah, because, I mean, you got your usual slots. When you think of shooters, there's, like, specific gear sets that always, like... But it's not really that expansive, right? The most I've seen is, like, the typical gloves, boots, tactical gear, helmet. Those are, like, the typical... Maybe, like, some sort of goggle? That could be one. Like an eyewear slot. Alright, I'm getting kind of excited now. Because the wristwatch, yeah, that's actually a cool one. So that would give me 6 slots if I did like eyewear, a wristwatch, plus the 4 I mentioned. That's 6 slots. How many total slots we got? Like, not counting, because like this would be main weapon, secondary, so we don't count those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 like body slots. And I had originally, like, I did, because the reason I haven't done like chest is because we have like a kind of an armor system in place, kind of like the plate system in Warzone. We have like a body armor system for that. So I kind of scratched that one. That would leave us 7. So we could do like the typical 4, because like this would be tactical. Like an eye slot, potentially like some sort of amulet, dog tag type thing here. A wristwatch here. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, with more you can have, like, the trading would become more viable, right? Okay. Kind of liking it so far. Because, yeah, I mean, I want to build out the loot to be pretty expansive. I got some pushback from the other guys thinking that, you know, we don't want to overcomplicate it. But that's kind of that mentality where I don't necessarily think that complicated stuff turns players off. It might turn some players off, but all those players will do is go to a content creator and see what system he builds and just copy it. And then there's always going to be that player base that likes trying to create their own builds or whatever. So because I mentioned that the other night when we were talking about it, that they didn't want to overcomplicate it. And I'm like, complication's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, yeah, the boots was like, yeah, I already had like that for the boots. Like, obviously a little more move speed. And, like, footsteps is a big deal in shooters, so the quieter movement was, like, a big thing. So the boot one was easy. For the gloves, I was thinking, like fire rate or something, because technically your hands associated with the trigger. Like, a fire rate adjustment would be cool for gloves. Maybe, like, a faster vaulting speed when you're, like, going over like walls or climbing up onto something. If you had like better gloves, that could be like an enhancement to the gloves.
Not even death can
Yeah.
save you from
Well, see, I was thinking reload speed I would attach to like the tactical gear. Like, in my head, when I think tactical gear, like, you know, like the vest with the the belts with the ammo and all that kind of stuff. So, because I don't want to associate too many stats to like one slot. Got a Viper. So I was thinking like associating like the reload speed, like taking your mags from your tactical gear and reloading. That would adjust like your reload speed. Oh yeah, no, Jeb. Trust me, we're gonna watch that closely because we don't want it to get so fast. So we are, yeah, we're aware of that aspect. 33, it's not bad. Actually found something. Yeah, sway speed is a big deal. There's all kind of stats that are actually like really important in shooters, like the recoil adjustments. Sway is a big deal, and you could break recoil in a vertical and horizontal recoil. There's so many, like fire rate. You could have like different types of ammo that do different kinds of damage. There's just so many different things. Actually, I could just get that away. I don't need it. But like the watch, going back to the watch thing, that could be interesting where you can, it's not like a stat driven gear slot, but like a tactical one where say for instance you can have like a little heartbeat sensor on it or something, and you can have different types of watches where like one gives you that or one gives you, you know, something else. That would be kind of cool. Bob, what's up, brother? Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good.
I can't carry
Just another
anymore.
day. We're all trying to find rare rings right now. I'm not having any luck. See, that's kind of the fun part of like building the game, is like just, you know, just spitballing ideas like that. Just any rares. We're doing a bounty for a Baroon. Drones. That's interesting. I mean, it has potential because you can use them like especially like the, what's the game? Rainbow Six. Have you ever seen the drone use in the Rainbow Six game? It's really cool, and they're not like what you'd think, like flying drones. They're like these little wheel ones that would run around, and you could just like sight people. They're real easy to shoot and kill, but you could run them around real fast, and you could like sight people or in rooms or around corners and stuff. And I always thought that was kind of a cool concept. Yeah, for sure, Liam. You got to look at, yeah. It's got to like be a cost benefit thing, right? Because you got to make sure that like one of them is just in so OP that that's the only one that's used. So you gotta make sure and balance those type of things. It's fun though, man. That's why we spend a lot of time just spitballing ideas, and it's that's kind of the cool part of it.
can't carry anymore.
Thanks. We were doing a glove bounty. I found like so many of these so far. Not a single ring though. And see, and adding like the tier factor to like items, like expands that out, right? Like say for instance, you know, we do like a wristwatch. We have like 5 tiers like the normal, and you can expand on whatever use you get out of that item. You can incrementally increase it through the tiers. So that kind of expands out the loot a pretty good bit. He's gonna die. I got a unique ring, of course. We're looking for rares. I get a unique. All right, well, it's gonna be our. Let's get this man all out of the way. Okay. Yeah, nice man, all right. There we go. There we go. We're doing stuff now. We're doing stuff now. That's funny. Nice. I don't know if I'll switch anything out though. I think I'm at my break point for my caster break point right now. Yeah, right. they spelled it wrong. Hey, the way my luck's been going, I was honestly expecting the man-all. 100%. We got a Viper and a SOJ in this terror zone right so far. That's pretty cool. We'll take those, right? We'll take those.
Greetings.
We'll take them wins when we can get them. Our loot's not been great so far this season. Just need a good terror zone, that's all. Some nachos, man. I could do some nachos right now.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, Bob, it is. The problem is nobody can find one. I think Joe's got a couple, but I don't know if anybody else has had any luck. That sounds good, Liam. I don't get much Thai food. When I met my guys for dinner the other night, we had some good Mexican that night. Pretty good stuff. There's two things, Dennis. Like we have our armor system, which is like a static health. You have to replace your armor for that to go back to max. Your health auto regens after like a time that you're not in combat. It'll regen back to full health. Yeah, we're just getting boots after boots after boots. Boots and gloves have been to play. Ribs in the oven. Shame.
Not even death can save you from
Just gonna leave it alone, man. Alright, let's get another drop. Don't you kill my stuff. Why are you attacking me? I hear you, Dennis. Well, we're in a unique situation, right? Hey, and if there's a watch system that comes into place, Dennis, you could take full credit that you came up with the idea. Because I really like that concept. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to work that into the gear system. Because I mean, there's a lot of there's potentially a lot of different ways I can play out using like having a watch slot. I kind of like that. Yeah, right. We'll name it after Dennis. That'll be Dennis's Easter egg. Nobody will know but us.
carry anymore.
A lot of runes are dropping. There's only a matter of time here. We're gonna get one. I see what you did there. More boots. .40 lightning resist on those. That's kind of cool. I wonder if there would be a way. Can I add a randomness to the stats on a gear slot and make that work? That's kind of the cool stuff with like this game and like a lot of other loot games, is that there's not only is there like a tier where you can potentially roll like maybe more stats on a higher tier, but like maybe randomize some of the stat rolls. And there's not going to be a ton of stats on each gear piece, but maybe figure out a way to randomize it. That might be kind of a different approach for sure, especially for a shooter. I have to think about that. I don't know how that would work.
Thanks.
But that would, like, open up the gear even more. It adds more expansiveness to the gear slots. If somehow you can, oh shit, you can get like random stat rolls. Yeah, like some sort of small range roll. Something. Yeah, that could potentially, and like with the increase of the tier, the range goes higher. You like shift the range up in potential stat roll, maybe. Not really a loot engine. I'm literally like fleshing out. I'm building like the loot system now. See you, Liam. Have a good one, buddy. So I'm like basically mapping out the loot system.
I can't carry anymore.
Because it's kind of going to be my baby as far as like design of the loot system. Because the guys I know that I'm playing with or working with, they like shooter games, but they're not that strong into like loot system games. So it's going to be up to me to like flesh out the loot system. And the whole, you know, and that's where everybody misses, right? I got to make it interesting and like addicting. The whole concept of the whole thing behind D2 is just the loot system's addicting, right? It's so expansive and there's so many nuances to it that it makes it interesting over all these years. So the whole idea is to kind of, it doesn't have to be as expansive out the gate, but at least have something that's interesting.
Thanks.
Not even death can save you from me.
time is it? 4:30. I got a little ways to go. Yeah, some guy. That's what we have to try and recreate. Is that? Yeah. You have to get that like adrenaline pumping. What the hell just dropped type of thing, right? Because out of the gate, you know, people don't know what the loot's gonna be. But they gotta know when something like really good drops. You gotta be able to look at it and go, holy crap, what is this? Look at these stats. And realize how good of an item just dropped type of thing. So you gotta be able to recreate that.
I am overburdened.
I can't believe I haven't found a rare ring yet. Yeah, I mean that's what drives that continuous like wanting to play, you know, start another game is when you get that really big hit, like where you find something really cool. It makes you want to queue up for the next match. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Because that's basically what the system is right now. Is that just that generic gun grind where you're just unlocking camos and attaching them just like getting like 1,000 kills. Yeah, that's exactly how it works right now. So, and you know, that's what we're trying to get away from. And some people like that. I mean, there's always going to be some people that enjoy different things. Some people like that loot grind and just killing you know, just mindlessly killing people over and over and over and over for just a kill count. But I think if that player base got a taste of an actual loot system, I think it would seriously change the dynamic of shooter games. And you know, it might turn out to be an absolutely garbage idea that just don't work. But we're going to try. I think it will, just from the amount of games like that I've played. Because, I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many thousands of hours I got into, like, Call of Duty and Battlefield. And even, like, I played decent amount of Apex Legends. I mean, I've played a lot of shooters. And... Right, yeah, but that's kind of, Dennis, how we're looking at it. We're pulling like two systems that people really enjoy in games and like trying to merge them together. Yeah, Eric, I've actually watched a lot of that as well.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
I think the potential's there for it to work.
I can't carry anymore.
Dude, Ram, funny you say that. I actually was talking to the guys the other night about some sort of set system as well. Yeah, I actually brought that up as potentially an idea I was going to try and flesh out. Oh, I'm hard ripping on D2 stuff. I don't care. There's a reason why the people still play this game a lot. I mean, yeah, the potential's there for like that, Eric. But I mean, it's one of them things. Here's my thing. I feel like a lot of the developers these days are afraid to take any kind of chances, worrying that some things might turn out that way. But I don't know, man. If you got to at least try, and you could always dial things a little bit and tweak. But if you're not even gonna try, man, you just never know. So, I mean, I'm kicking around that idea. If we do a set system, it'll be I'll have to work that concept out after I build like the base setup. But it is something that I brought up when we were talking about the loot system. Just give me one ring. Just one. I just want one. Rare ring. Let's put that SOJ in here. Cool drop. What you mean by time sensitive? Well, here's the thing. There's not going to be an inventory. Like, with Warzone, there's a loadout system, right? And you just have every gun available. They might be locked, depending on your level and all that stuff. So there's not an inventory. You'll literally just unlock pieces that become part of what you can build your loadout with. So imagine in your head, like, a list of all the guns. But you've only found like 2 or 3 of them. All of them will still be there. They'll just be locked. And say you unlock one, then you have the tier system underneath, and the ones that you haven't unlocked will have a lock symbol on them. And as you find them, they'll become unlocked. So there's not really. Yeah, right, exactly, some guy. So that like it's all there, but it's blocked out until you find it and unlock it within your system. Trang said OP. Yeah, then there's no inventory issue at all. Almost lost my golem.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, right. Blizzard
Thanks.
logic.
I am overburdened.
Like, the only thing that would mess that up and make it potentially messy, and I'd have to figure out how to handle it, is if we do random stat stuff, right? If we do, like, random roll stats, then I have to figure out how to position that within, like, the schema. But I think it's still doable without having an inventory. Yeah, but yeah, exactly, Eric. That if we go that route, then I would have to I think you can still do that through like a tree system to where it just like lists it out on the tree, and then potentially we would have to limit like the slots if we do something like that. So yeah, technically it would be cock blocked by inventory. So, but I think there's probably some ways around that that would probably make it flow pretty easy. I just have to lay it out and look at it and see, you know, come up with a decent concept to make that work. But I mean, the whole idea of just stashing loot, I don't like. But just having it sitting like in a list of some sort, to me, would work better. I don't know yet. It just depends on how much randomness we add to items. Will probably determine how that would have to work out. Yes, Jerry, cock blocked. I mean, and there's a good chance like the randomness won't be added. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of them things as we decide as a team what direction we want to go as far as some of that stuff, how it'll play out. But I'm not foreseeing like a stash system.
I am overburdened.
That's interesting, some guy. Yeah, that might
I
actually.
am overburdened.
Just trying to think of. Potentially. I'll have to look. Yeah, I think I am Novotny. But yeah, again, I got to build out the initial system first, and then see how we can expand to make it more interesting. More green. Thought we were going to have a little more of a lucky streak, but I can't say I complain about what we've gotten so far.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. I do need to play some of the newer games though, just to see if anybody's come up with any like interesting concepts that like haven't been tried. I do need to expand my game base a little bit. Stop playing all the same ones over and over and over. No shot. You just got to F Griffin. All right, I'm gonna do one more run, maybe two, probably one more run, and then we'll start IDing rings. Wow, that was an elite, and he just died off the ramp. Oh, that's right. You had that crazy Griffin the other day.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Potentially, Dennis. We're thinking about doing, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a standard in shooters like that. It's having like grenade launchers or RPGs or, you know, various rocket launchers. Will probably be something along those lines. I don't know how prolific we'll make that stuff. Because in confined, closed spaces, that becomes a little too strong. So we kind of have to watch how that works. I mean, there are like large, expansive areas in the game, so it might not be a big deal, but it's kind of one of them things we have to look at. I haven't gotten any Sunders in here either. my... No, he's still alive.
Thanks.
Make sure he stayed alive. Oh, I lost everything right there. Shoot. What was I doing? Oh.
I need mana.
Of course. Since we lost our insight, Merc. Tony, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know, Damani. It happens,
What
dude.
do you need?
But that's kind of the fun part of it, man. You just don't know. I don't know about that, Eric. I mean, just I don't know. You just never know how it'll end up shaking out. There could be some wild stuff in there like that. Just never know. How did I pop skeleton mages?
Not
I
even
don't remember hitting
death
that at
can
all.
save you from me.
I mean, I'll be the first one to admit that back in Call of Duty days, like MW2 and 3, the old ones, when I was getting frustrated, I would put the noob tube loadout on and be as toxic as you can get. I did it. I fully admit it. Alright, I didn't find any damn rings, but I'm sure some of y'all got some. Alright, remember this, it's going to be highest AR roll. Hold on, let me switch characters. Let me do the other character. Alright. How many scrolls I got? I got 15. Now, well, IDs, we got the rare ring bounty. We can still do Sunders and Annihilus if we hadn't ID'd any for you yet. Yeah, no, I didn't find any, dude. This is wild. Jeremy did pretty good. That was Jeremy, right? Yeah, that's Jeremy. Oh my God, you did find one. Hold on. All right. Let's take a look at these first. Alright, no AR. 77. That's a pretty good one. 77, that's pretty high. Jeremy in there with a 77 roll. Jesus Christ, dude. This is what y'all wilding out. I can't believe the stuff y'all are getting. Alright, so I'm half afraid to ID this ethereal one. Yeah, I could do Annie's for you, Jerry, if you got some. Alright, don't be a 2015. Roll anti-perfect. Almost 1511 anti-perfect. That's pretty bad, but it's ethereal, so thank God. Alright, we can't get another SOJ. There's the Manald. You found the Manald. Alright, this is Joe. Alright, 4 rings. 77 is in the lead. It's win 1, Roberto. No AR. 16 AR. Jeremy's still holding the lead. 11 AR. Last one. 64. That was close. What was the other? Oh. Alright. Then we got Can. Can looking at a potential Night Wings. Alright. We'll do the rings first. Nope. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. There we go. No AR, no AR on either one. Amulet. Yeah. Alright. 50-50. Veil of Steel or Nightwings? Nightwings. That's anti-perfect, isn't it? Cold damage. It's like 10 to 15 or something. Yeah, definitely not a good roll. Definitely not a good roll. It's cool that you found one. We got any other rings? Alright, here we go. She is coming in with a sunder and a ring. Oh, wait. That might actually qualify for something. FCR ring. Nice strength roll. No AR, though. So far, I don't know if we got any more. Let me get some more IDs. Jeremy might be in on the burr rune. Alright, let me check something, though. That 74, if it matches... yeah, that's Sir-Rune. The 74 is a match. So, yeah, that's a Sir-Rune win. Shiz, where you at? Hold on, Roberto. So, come get the Sir-Rune down here. Shiz. There you are. Here, if you want that sunder back. Oops. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. There you go, man. That's one of the bounties. Alright, there's your... Alright, these are Roberto's sunders. Is it lagging? What the hell's happening? There it goes. 87 cold. 80 fire. No winners there. Alright, what else we got? Ooh. Those are actually really nice. Damn, those are real nice. 220s, little mana leech, fire cold resist. A little bit of... Those are actually really good. Huh. Yeah, those are pretty decent gloves, man. Alright, we got any more rare rings? If not, I'm going to call it for Jeremy with the 77 AR roll. That was a pretty decent roll. I mean, that would have been hard to beat. Oh wait, let me get the burr rune. I don't know if Torch is still here, but that Torch kicked up the bounty for this one. Cool stuff. So Shiz popped the Sir-Rune off the one of the Sunder bounties. Jeremy won the the high AR ring roll. I think we all have that one, Navani. Well, we're kicking up another Sunder bounty. Alright, Jeremy, I just added another one. We'll ID it and see what it's going to be. I don't need a gold wrap. I'm going to have to move some stuff around. Alright, there we go. That works. I found a SOJ earlier for those that missed it. Alright, here we go. To add to the bounty list for Sunders, we got 2 poisons. There's still... Oh, you have to hit 73 poison to win this one. This one's all 3, so 82 fire, eye graphic. And this one's a pretty new one. So we're going to add 86 cold. DNA graphic. Jaw, burr, and a low. If you hit an 86, you get a low. If you hit 86 cold, you get burr. And if you hit all 3 with graphics, you get jaw. What did we just get for Terror Zone? I just flipped from Chaos. What was it? Oh, Bloodmore. Law. Okay. Yeah, Act 4. Alright, we'll do some Annihilus for Jerry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeremy, I'll let you make the call. He's got 9 here. But we haven't ID'd any for Jerry in a while, so I'll let you make the call if we can do more than 4. I'll go ahead and do 4, and well, I'll let you. Should be 10. 5. Yeah, it's 10. 1916, not a bad one. Sixteen, 14. 18, 14. 20, 10, 10. Wow. 1620 is the roll. 1626, I believe, right? 1626. 1627. 1627. Ooh, a 2018-8. That's a nice one. I'll put this one over here. That's a nice one, Jerry.
Yes?
Oops.
I can't.
$15, 11. 17, 18. It's not a bad one either. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. That 2018 is a good one. That's a nice one. I haven't even been on for... I haven't seen a D-clone in a while. Are they just spawning in Asia? Are they even doing NAD clones? Oh, okay, I missed one. Gotcha. Zouch. Bob, what's up, brother? Alright, even though it is... let me get rid of that bounty off the list. Even though it is Dan and Bloodmore, I'm going to run it. Just cause. Oh, I lost my insight golem again. Did I get any bases? I don't think I've even seen any bases. No, I don't. Alright, we'll just do it anyways. Iron golems are
Not in town.
so weak.
I can't carry anymore.
So we've had some pretty decent drops today. I mean, just for everybody in general. Even though the Griffin was the Griffin was ethereal. That's kind of rough, but it's still a Griffin drop. That's pretty cool. Can got the really bad Nightwings, but still the Nightwings. Ah, no stats on it. I mean, I've been enjoying it, Bob. I mean, the only thing
I can't carry
that,
anymore.
like, the early farming before getting geared out is what slows you down. So, I mean, it's just never going to beat Sork for that early season farming. But, like, it's pretty fast. I mean, once you get the hang of it, you could blast through stuff really quickly. That's such a lame, lame Terrazone farm.
Yes?
the hell? Is this an empty map? What's happening?
I am overburdened.
Yeah, well, I mean that's every class can do a little tuning. Well, except for maybe paladin. I don't know if there's anything that necessarily needs to be fixed for a paladin. Even for like a sork, I think there's still some slight tuning they could do with like the fire, but it's pretty close. I don't know if I agree with like bringing them all into parity. Like I think if you just reworked, and not even reworked, fire, it's just fire. Something like Eric's talking about, where you have like a minus res weapon of some sort, a rune word for fire would help a lot. And then either change the masteries for all to minus resist, which I think that might be a bit much. I think it'd be better if you changed cold to plus damage like the other ones, the mastery. And I think that kind of just brings them into parity. I don't think there's like a ton of rework that you'd have to do. It's just weird that cold mastery sticks out different from the other two. Yeah, I would make T-Storm AoE on strike. Like, whatever it hits, there's like an AoE of some sort.
I am overburdened.
I saw. No, it's not. It could have been Novotny, but I mean, you could just tweak the numbers so that they're more comparable versus like making the mastery work completely different. And I think part of that was just the fact that you get a slow from cold. But I don't know. I feel like they could line them up a little better.
I need a key.
I'm getting kind of hungry. How's work treating you, Bob? They still got you wound up pretty good?
I can't carry anymore.
Yes! Make a quick insight. Alright, what do we need? I never remember. Insight. Route tier towels. I don't have any tier runes. I don't think I have any tiers. Hustle, what's up, brother? Did you shiz? It's funny. Oh, it's always just a little bit too late. Alright, so do I have a tier? I don't think I do. Yeah, for some reason I'm never sitting on a tier rune. I got everything else. Shut up, Navani. Hey, they were shit back in the day, man. I'm in win 1. Somebody bring me a tier rune. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I hear you, Dennis. Man, it's so unfortunate that, like, just seniority in general as a stat to get, like, carries so much weight. Raltier, Tal, Soul. Okay. Row. Tier. Tal. Soul rune. Alright. just for that. Yeah. Ooh, when you say it like that, dude, that seems so far away. Alright, this is kind of boring. I might pick something else. About the level anyways. I might as well just continue with the chaos until we get the level. Hey, Bob. Yeah. Buddy of mine, he's just riding that government money. He hit 30 years a couple of years ago, but he's still on, and he's just
I can't
milking
carry
it.
anymore.
In fact, he's in Korea right now, so he gets like there's like an overseas stipend, federal government. He's not like a dangerous area, but he pulled like a couple stints in Afghanistan about 3 or 4 years ago. So he like pulls all the extra money stints, and he's been with the Corps engineers. It's over 30 years now, so I don't even venture to guess how much he's actually worth now. Suffice to say, it's probably a lot of money. Alright, we pulled a Viper and a SOJ here. So maybe we can finish strong. Jerry, I mean, he does spend a lot of time overseas. I guess you just never really know, though. No, no clue, man.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, he went straight into the Corps, like right out of college. So he got that job when he was 22. and hasn't ever had another job. Dude, you just don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody working for the CIA admitting they work for the CIA. Except for the actual bureaucrats. That sounds a little wild, Jerry. Holy shit.
Thanks. I am overburdened.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of that. Like, most of the CIA is not like field agents. Most of them are like analysts and stuff. So, I mean, there's tens of thousands of people that work for the CIA. But I mean, just a small fraction are actually like what you'd call the field guys. It'd be cool to say, yeah, I work for the CIA, though.
Not even death can save you from me.
Jared, that'd be kind of a wild one to play in the dating market, right? You know, they ask you what you do, and you say, I work for the CIA. I don't know if that'd be a turn off or a turn on, though. Way people are these days. One of my wife's best friends growing up, she's she retired. She was a U.S. Marshal. My uncle was U.S. Marshal. He had some pretty wild stories.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Yeah, Roberto, that's the bounty for now. Just keep finding the Sunders because we got quite a few bounties up on Sunders right now. What's up, Tommy? Man, you've been getting here awfully late here lately. The neighbors, the neighbors keeping you busy. Orlando Clearwater, don't know the area. I don't know if our Florida chaps live in that area. I don't think they're near that. Yeah, that's for sure, Eric. You just never know, man. No, most of the guys I went to school with, most of the people I went to school with, they're pretty bland stuff. Honestly, I can't think of any that have actually landed in anything interesting. One girl ended up being kind of a B-list actress. Well, not even B, maybe more like C-list actress. But I've seen her in like cameo, or not cameo, but bit parts in like different TV shows and stuff. Outside of her, I can't really think of anything interesting any of my classmates did. I mean, we got the good mix of teachers, and like one girl's a journalist at some magazine. Like the civil engineer guy I was just talking about that worked for the Corps. A lot went into the military. It's not really. I can't. None of my classmates really anything interesting that stands out. Kind of a boring bunch. Jesus, Bob. Yeah, that's a pretty significant change. Yeah, like most of the ones I can think of. I mean, there might be some that I just don't know about that maybe did something, but like the valedictorian, she's just like an elementary school teacher. Here's what was interesting, because back in the day, like, being gay or lesbian was like, you just didn't say anything in school. And there was a couple that came out way later that I would have just never even guessed. Would have never guessed in a million years. Because that just wasn't, like, I couldn't have told you of, like, not even questionable, like in high school. And I went to a pretty big high school. Like, I had over 400 in the graduating class.
I am overburdened.
But I couldn't tell you of a single one that stood out to me as, yeah, that guy might be gay, or that, none of that. Not even close. Guy Benson. I don't recognize the name. Maybe I'll recognize him if I saw him. I mean, like one of them was like there was like in our neighborhood there was like a crowd of like 12 or 14 guys that we were all in the same class that I mean, we all hung out together like from like elementary school all the way through high school. And one of those guys turned out to be gay, and I'd have never ever would have thought that growing up.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ, Eric, what the hell kind of high schools are you going to? Shepard Smith is the one I'm thinking about. Let me see. Guy Benson. Guy Benson. Yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah, I've seen that guy, Guy Benson.
Not even death can save you from me.
Like, it's funny though, like from college, I never kept up with anybody from college. Couldn't tell you anything about anybody I graduated from college with. I don't think we're going to hit this level before the end of the stream. Jesus Christ, Eric, those are big schools. Oh my God. I thought I had a decent sized school. Our whole school is your graduating class or your sisters. Well, yeah, I forgot all about the whole Texas schools, man. They do things different down there. One point, Jesus Christ. Never mind. I thought I had a big graduating class. It's like small.
I can't carry anymore. Thanks.
It's like those graduating classes are our entire school. And we were like 4A school. Of course, I don't know how that works nationally. Like when you hear about 4A, 5A, like 6A even, is that like a kind of a national standard as far as the size? Like, is it just how you classify it based off the student population? Man, that's just craziness. Like, I don't think North Carolina has anything over like 4A. I think like how they classify it, or if that's like the same across all states. But like 4A is the biggest school size, I believe. or how the classification in North Carolina. So I don't know if that's just the same across all states classification wise. Look, white shako. What was funny is I went to my 25th reunion. Like I said, there's around 400 in the graduating class. I think maybe there was 40 people there. 40 like from the class, like husband or spouses. It was, maybe almost 100 people, but there really wasn't that many people that showed up for it. Yeah, and that's the other thing, Eric. I mean, like, the organization of it and all that kind of stuff just falls through the cracks. You have to, like, the person... Is it like the valedictorian or somebody that's supposed to be the one to like, organize class reunions? Or class president, maybe? Class president? That might be it. And that just never happens. Like our class president, she was just a lazy piece of shit, so she never did anything. Just a popularity contest for those things. But then just like some random girl organized the class reunion. There's an ethereal one. Burp. Yeah, I don't think we had a 30. But yeah, we passed that. God, I'm old. Smoking, what's up, brother? Yeah, that's true too. You just never know what. A lot of people just vanish. You just don't ever hear about it again.
Not even death can save you.
Yeah, there's a lot of colleges that small, dude. Another one? No. Imperial. My school was kind of mid. I went to UNCW, which is UNC in Wilmington. And it had 15 to 17,000 students, I think. It's got one of the most beautiful campuses in the state, though. Mini football. Yeah, they're talking some big numbers, Jerry. I ain't never heard of such nonsense. This is wild. Yeah, yeah. You don't even think about it. I mean, that's like that's definitely like a small university size high school. That's just wild to me. Yeah. And here I was thinking I went to a decent sized high school. What a joke.
I am overburdened.
This is wild.
Not even death can save you from me.
I didn't even realize I res that thing. Two pair of boots. Not bad. We're getting the run walk boots. Bob, where was this at? I missed it if you said. Chicago, that. That's just crazy. So you've been in that area your whole life.
I am overburdened.
hear you. Yeah, I ventured around a bit. I mean, but I never moved like far. Like the farthest I moved was Georgia, which is just a couple states. I only stayed down there for like maybe 3 years, about 3 or 4 years. I lived down there. Then we moved back just to be near family. Like we picked like a happy medium, right? Like we split the difference kind of between her parents and my parents, so that we weren't just like right on top of each other all the time, but close enough where traveling to visit was pretty simple. Jared, they probably had to do it out on the football field.
I am overburdened.
Sure you could. You could do that. You could put that many on a football field.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, you got to just increase the scale, man. I think you picture maybe your high school football field versus what these guys are dealing with.
Thanks.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine sitting through the whole thing, though, man. That would drive me insane.
Death can save you from me.
I think, like, when my son graduated, it felt like we sat there and watched that forever, and it was only 300-ish plus in the class, I think. But it seemed like it took forever. Jesus Christ, Jerry. Actually, I had to dress up. Man, well, our graduation is like whatever you wanted to wear underneath your gown. Tuxes and dresses? I could kind of see it, but man. Dude, I didn't even go to my, like, I didn't even go to my college graduation. I went to the the department graduation, like you had the big giant one, like that everybody goes to, and I was like, no, I'm not even doing that. But I went to my department, the computer science department graduation or ceremony or whatever they want to call it, because it's such a small department. We had like maybe 30 students for that. I went to that. I mean, that was fine, but there was no shot I was sitting through just the college graduation, because I couldn't even imagine how long that was going to be. Yeah, University of Houston's probably what, 30, 40,000 students? I couldn't even imagine sitting through that. The whole thing would have lasted like all day. There you go. Yeah, the main one the thought of it like just was like, yeah, I didn't even want to deal with it. So yeah, I just went to the department one. And the thing with the department one, right, it's like everybody knows each other. Like it's the department's so small that everybody knew each other. We knew all the professors. It was just a tighter group. So it was a lot more fun to go to that. I hear you, Dennis. But yeah, I couldn't even imagine going to. I don't even. Yeah, I don't know what would have made me want to go to something like that. I mean, I gotta be honest. I didn't even want to go to my high school graduation, and I couldn't imagine like you guys with like 3 and 4 times class size. That's just wild. I still didn't get that level. Nah, I mean, you can do what you gotta do, right? I get you, Dennis. Justin Hoffman. Where the hell did your cousin graduate from? Was it something like, was it like an Ivy League graduation? Man, hadn't heard that name in a long time. Columbia, yeah. All right, boys. I'm gonna jump off and eat. I'll be on Friday, and we'll do our usual thing on Sunday. Maybe I don't know if Jeremy's still here. He was asking about maybe doing some torches on Sunday, so we'll probably do something like that. Got to start coming up with something different for the rest of the season. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can see that, Jerry. I mean, I can see that. But I'll see you guys on Sunday, or it's not Sunday, Friday. Oh, there he is. And we'll do something on Sunday. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot planned this week. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on Friday.